never gonna take that from me. No, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say, I'll do it my way. I'm swimming in a sea of dreams all day. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. 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 For me to give up. Oh no, I will not fall down. For me to give up. No, I'm never coming down. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. For me to give up. I will not fall down. For me to give
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Eagles going up against the Patriots. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And Sam Bradford, he has touch and accuracy, and he has it in bushels. This guy is amazing. If you watch him throw 7-on-7 or watch him throw routes versus air, the ball hardly ever hits the ground. He's absolutely a receiver's dream when going out for a pass.
First down, Bradford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
First carry for Ryan Matthews. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And taking the field tonight for the record 7th time in a Super Bowl, Tom Brady.
He desperately wanted to get to Super Bowl 50, didn't he? I mean, he grew up in Redwood City, and that wasn't terribly far from Santa Clara where that Super Bowl was held. But he doesn't care right now. He's in another one. What is this, his 7th?
7th. Isn't that just hard to believe? Unbelievable.
And he has a chance to get a 2nd Super Bowl title in the same city. He did it once before in Houston against Carolina.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run again with Blount. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the 2nd round, yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
2nd down, 8. On play action, now Brady. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And now he spiked it on 3rd down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles take possession. And out now come the Eagles. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. There's Bradford. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Oh, and the ball's out. Matthews loses it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll run it here with Blunt.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
So holding. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Brady now to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 40 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for... For a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. On 3rd down, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking there for Reuben Randall, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Jordan Hicks played inside and outside linebacker while in college. He'll do the same in the NFL and make a lot of plays in doing so.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Here's Brady to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep now for Amendola. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Here's Blunt. Oh, spinning away. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage. They still have a lot of work to do on third down.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. A very solid gain of 27. The former seventh-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Blunt, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it third down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So now on fourth down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Bradford from the gun on third down. He's got time. He hits Randall, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down. Now a second down throw for Bradford. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, Bradford goes underneath for Sproles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Third and long for Bradford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Last time they were pushed back down near the goal line, but they didn't break. They held them out.
And they showed their toughness because of what you talked about. They got pushed all the way down the field. But when it came time to really make a stand, they did exactly that. They let the rest of those plays go and got down to business and made a big-time stop.
They did indeed. They'll be looking for another stop on this attempt. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd down following the incompletion. Brady to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going deep here for Edelman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know they have good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a carry for Blount. Oh, nice move. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that right there will set them back. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. On 2nd down, here's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive. They need points. Big time.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The linebacker, Jonathan Franey, makes the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. He hits Randall, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Bradford. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. Plenty of scoring here already. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Bradford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rob Ninkovich in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now blown. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Brady. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run the option left. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Working out of the gun, Bradford. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Donnie Jones now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Patriots coming out now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll begin here with Blunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Blunt, the lone running back. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It's complete. This is Brent Saleh. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
I think I'm going to end it at the end of this quarter and do another stream tomorrow to finish the game.
Bradford on first down. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Bradford goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Pardon the rims of the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
One receiver left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long for Bradford. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Donnie Jones now. He's been terrific so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shattered the myth that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it.
I'm going
in
to
the end
end
zone,
it in
a big-time
around
drop.
3 minutes.
Again, it's Brady. That's caught at the 2. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now Brady again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last run in before the clock warning.
Play fake to Matthews. Now Bradford. And this is Randall here over the middle. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bradford on first down. Left side, caught by Matthews. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down, Bradford. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third and short yardage, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 4th and 3.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, The defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gostkowski for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
And that is incomplete.
All right, I'm gonna end it here.
Set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle.
I'll finish this tomorrow.
These 2 teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports.